Hello, hello, hello. Let's get this stream started. Persona 5. Streaming unknown? What do you mean unknown? I'm not streaming unknown. It's the unknown. Welcome in, Maelstrom. There we go. Welcome in. Right, let's get started with the news, shall we, and get into this. Oh my god. Don't do that. Why did I do that? No! There we go. Right. So, set schedule this week, chat. We're going to be doing Persona 5 Royal today and Persona 5 Royal on Friday, as usual. I don't even need to say it at this point. You know when it happens. It's always Monday and Friday at 4 PM. Yes, last week I began an hour earlier because, as I said above, I had bangers and mash, and I had to cook it. I will be doing a similar thing today, but I'm only doing chicken nuggets, so I can do that during the stream. I can just get it cooking during whenever I do stuff during the stream. So that's the plan. Gonna get that cooking, and then we're just gonna have that on in the background. So yeah. As you have alluded to, Maelstrom. Yes, Ninja Gaiden. I did this on Saturday, and it's going to be premiering on YouTube on Wednesday. Basically, I want to play these games before Ragebound comes out, and I was like, okay, how do I do this? Oh, I know. Why don't I play the first 3 Ninja Gaiden games on the NES with save states and rewind? That'll make it a lot more fun. It didn't really change anything, chat. I mean, I was able to finish it, which is better than what I would say otherwise. But holy shit! I knew it was bad. I knew it was going to be bad going into it. But I didn't realise how awful the enemy placements were. I wouldn't even say it's hard. I would say the issue is that the enemies will constantly respawn. You take one step left, about 15 bats are going to appear on your face. The worst enemies in this game were the fucking birds. Because they just flew directly at you, knocked you off, could fly vertically up to hit you, and if you got hit by a bird while jumping, you're fucked. Also, the platforming actively worked against you. If you were fighting an enemy and they knocked you into a wall, you hang to the wall. You can't do anything about it. I'm so sad I didn't finish my challenge. That last one fucked me up. Oh yeah, speaking of, the last boss is awful. The first phase is annoying because of the flame mechanic. Like, I had to do pinpoint basically hits on that and be very patient about when I could hit him. The second fight, I had to sit in the corner and just whack fireballs, destroy his fireballs. And then there was a fucking third phase too, which admittedly was the easiest part because they had an actual pattern I could follow there that made sense. But the first 2 phases were crazy. And mind you, if you die during any of that, you get sent back to the beginning of that stage. No, not even that stage. At the beginning of that area. Because that's 5.3. You get sent back to 5.1. That is fucked. Anyway, Ninja Gaiden. Alongside that, chat, Ninja Gaiden 2 and 3, I will be doing those bi-weekly. Is it bi-weekly or... It is bi-weekly, isn't it? Bi-weekly doesn't mean twice a week, does it? Because I'm not doing it twice a week. I'm doing it every 2 weeks. So Ninja Gaiden 2 on the 5th of February, Ninja Gaiden 3 on the 19th of February. That's when they will premiere on YouTube. I'll be recording them on Saturday, and then I'll be premiering them on the Wednesday. It is, yeah. So that was about 2 hours. I have heard the second game and the third game are not as difficult. But I have also heard that Ninja Gaiden 3 has a lot of epilepsy issues. So that's going to be fun. It can mean both, but it works every 2 weeks, yeah. More spooky demos, chat. I went through more of the demo disc. Tom was going through that on the weekend. I know he couldn't do too much because he was sick. So I think he got in like a couple of the games. But I don't know where you heard that, but I think one is the easiest of the NES trilogy. That's fucking amazing to know! Oh yes! Brilliant! Maybe the person lied to me, so I would play them and be eager to play them. But yeah, more spooky demos. I definitely enjoyed these two games the most. Angeline Error, Prison of Husks. I had no idea what was going on with Juice or Sisters in Hell. The Last Later was cool. Ocean Attack was cool. But these two I want to play when they come out. Especially Prison of Husks. And Angeline Error, actually. They're both really good games. They look really good. Something weird, chat. I've been having sleep issues recently, which I'm hoping will be fixed soon. It's not anything terrible. Just to explain the situation is, I am overstressing. My body has decided, Flower, you'll wake up at 7 to 8 a.m. every morning, which is fine. I can deal with that. But I'm having what we call sudden spouts of energy when I go to bed, and I can't get to bed until 1. So I'm currently on about 6 hours of sleep, which isn't bad. It's not terrible to have 6 hours of sleep, but that's been happening on and off for the last 3 weeks. So I'm gonna be seeking advice about it, I think. I assume it's a stress thing. I don't know why it's a stress thing, because I'm not really having that much issues with stress, but yeah, I've been sleeping a lot earlier just to compensate for it, and that has been working mostly. But yeah, I've been changing everything. I've got a new pillow, I've been changing how I regulate my sleep, everything. Fingers crossed it works out. That's an hour or 2 more than I get, but mine is not a sleeping pattern to be followed. It's fucked. Yeah. It's not sleep apnea, because the symptoms are entirely different. It's just me stressing. I don't know why. So, fingers crossed that gets resolved. It's because I'm not busy at the moment. Currently work is very slow. I'm not even back at work yet until about a couple of weeks. So I don't really have a whole lot to do right now. I know the feeling where I get a second wind at night. Yeah, it's the worst time to get that. Because to give you an idea, last night, chat, I was well invested, got into bed, chilled out, watched some anime, and then chilled out for a little bit before going to sleep. And then for about the next 2 hours, I was just lying there in bed like, I'm full of energy right now. It's like, what? Where did that energy come from? Couldn't I have had that earlier in the day? Why have you got to, like, divert my energy resources to when I go to sleep? Do it earlier in the day, and then I'll get tired when I'm gonna get tired. I'm trying my best to avoid having sleeping pills, because I don't want to, deal with that. I don't want to get addicted, so I'm trying to avoid that. So that is not going to be on the table. Stop diverting my energy resources, Mega Man. Exactly. Anyway, something more fun. I've been watching Nocturne, Castlevania Nocturne, and also RE0. Castlevania Nocturne is the most gorgeously animated Western TV show I've ever seen, outside of maybe Arcane. But the 2D hand-drawn style is at its best in this season. They have only gotten better. And now that they've gotten rid of the problem, I think it's really good. It doesn't really have a whole lot to do with the games. I think people were pissed off about that. It has an entirely new story, which, again, I'm kind of in favour of, because why would I want them to do a Rondo of Blood story? There's no story in Rondo of Blood. Victor goes to fight Dracula and kills Dracula. That's it. There's no story there. Oh, but what about Symphony of the Night? There's no story in Symphony of the Night. It's like a couple of silly little events occur, and it's you don't play Castlevania games with a story. Sorry, I don't. Like, it's cool that they have stories. I mean, Aria Soro's story was fine, but it's just kind of there. They're pretty light, story light, outside of some things like Alucard's mother, etc. Yeah, exactly. And Nocturne is like We've already done Dracula. Why don't we tackle, like, vampires during the French Revolution? And I was like, that's a great idea. And then we can have, like, a third show with, Soma. Set in the modern era. We can do that. And you can set it in Japan. There you go. As for RE0, I have just finished episode 7, technically episode 13. I've been watching one episode every night, basically, and I will say, no, not massive spoilers, I guess, but Subaru, the main character, is kind of in a bad place for me right now. I kind of hate him, but I also understand why I hate him, and I feel bad for him as well at the same time. But to give you an idea, chat, I just got to the episode where he made a big song and dance in front of all the knights. And I think in a lesser anime, they make you hate the, like, asshole knight character who shows up and they're like, you're not better than me. But in this case, he actually brings up good points. Like, he says, you haven't done the work to be a knight. You're working off these stupid desires and you're being selfish and arrogant, and you made us look bad in front of the king. So you know what? We are going to get some of our opinion back. I'm like, yeah, fair enough, buddy. I understand that. And yeah, Subaru is currently in a very bad place. Again, makes sense though, considering the show. I love this show. It's such a great subversion of, like, fantasy isekai worlds. That is wonderful. It isn't like it challenges a lot of the cliches. I like Amelia a lot more now after the ending of the episode. So yeah, good show. I'm enjoying. As for did I even talk about Flintlock? I don't think I did. I think I just went past it. So yeah, I'm playing this. Chat. I saw the trailer for this last year and I wasn't interested. And then I saw it on Xbox and I was like, why don't I play this? And it's alright. The way I would describe it is it's alright. Everything it does is alright. It has good combat, fine world, fine graphics, everything is fine. I don't think it's bad. I would say it's mixed at best. It makes Subway such a good main character that they actually spent some time showing him as a complete twat. And it makes sense why he's a complete twat as well. Like, you don't sit there and be like, why is he being an asshole? You know why he's being an asshole right now. But yeah, let's do guess the game. Kono. I have noticed, by the way, that RE0 kind of has a lot of Chrono Trigger sounding songs, which makes sense because it's a fantasy RPG, fantasy anime. But there was a song in that game. In that anime, that sounds just like a Chrono Trigger song. I was like, yeah, I enjoy this. I know what this is already, and you guys can't even see it. It's Kirby. But which Kirby? It's a Canvas Curse. My Odyssey? That could be the underground area. Oh, it's 3D World. Damn. I mean, that could be up from Odyssey. Not gonna lie. The games are very similar. I can't wait for the next 3D Mario game. Especially after Bowser's Fury and how much of a tech demo that was. I can't wait to see what it's gonna be. We got a couple more to do as well. Flushed away the game. Damn it. I don't know what this is. Is it I Am Toast? I Am Bread? What is this? Life is Strange. Double... What's it called? No, it's not True Colors. No fucking clue. True Colors. Open Roads. This Little Inferno. No. Is it World of Goo? Yes. Same devs. Right, we're done. Let's go.